Hi everybody, this is Jeff. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do some basic texturing for Google Earth models. Now here I've got this building that I've just started. I've got this side roughed in, and I've got the approximate size that I want the building, but it will be fine-tuned later. But this, we're going to do this side now. So here's the texture I want to use. I'll open that in Sketchup Pro. Now I see a lot of people would just import this straight into Sketchup and use the pins to correct this perspective. You can see how it converges toward the top. And also, anytime you take a picture from the ground up at a building like this, it's going to be squashed a little. It'll need to be stretched out. But we can do that in SketchUp. But here in Sketchup Pro, I want to get rid of all this unnecessary sky and ground that aren't going to be on the model. So I want to take my rectangular selection tool, and I'm just going to outline the building. A little overlap, but I want it to just be touching the edges down here at the bottom. Now take my deformation tool, and this will be called various things in different graphic programs. That may be called distort or stretch or skew or something like that, but here it's called deformation. What this does is it gives me these little handles along the edge of this rectangle that I can they work just like the pins in SketchUp. I can grab this corner and pull this out, and I just want to make this building perfectly rectangular. So a little more, come up here, over here, and what I'll often do is reset my tool, draw another square around, and then use it as a ruler. I can see that I'm pretty good over here, pretty good along the top, but I need a little more right here. So I'll go back to deformation, come over just a little bit, and I think down here I need to come down just a little. I think that should be pretty close. And I'll just use this as a ruler just to check everything's nice and level, and that's pretty good. So now I'm going to take my crop tool and run it right along the edges of the building. Double click. Now my image is cropped out. All the unnecessary pixels are removed, but this image is still over 1300 pixels wide, which is way too much for a SketchUp model. So I'm going to go resize, going to make width 400 by approximately 800. Now that's my final size, and that's plenty for a SketchUp model, or a Google Earth SketchUp model. I'm just going to save this. We'll call it South. Go back to SketchUp, select this side, import South. Stretch this up. Now, like I was saying, you'll need to correct this further with the pins, because this tends to be squashed when you take a picture up at a tall building. So we'll just go into texture position, grab pins. Pull it up. And there we go. And now go back to our file here. Go down and find our south. And you can see the size is 46.4K, so it's about 1/50th of the size of the original image. So we've greatly reduced the file size, and that will look just fine in Google Earth, other than these trees down here, but I'll show you how to remove those in the next video.